Well, turning to our Commitment 2026 coverage tonight, voters had a chance to hear from candidates running for Congress in District 6. It spans parts of West Sacramento, Natomas, East Sacramento, Roseville, and Rockland under Prop 50's newly drawn map. Its current office holder, Ami Berra, is running in District 3, leaving no incumbent.
The candidates include West Sacramento Mayor Martha Guerrero, Sacramento County District Attorney Ten Ho, current District 1 Congressman Kevin Kiley, who is running with no party preference, former State Senate Dr. Richard Penn, Republican Michael Stansfield, Planned Parenthood Executive Lauren Babb Tomlinson, and retired Marine Tyler Vandenberg. KCRA 3's Andres Valle joins us live now with a recap. So, Andres, what stood out about tonight?
You know what? They talked a lot about different topics, especially immigration and, of course, the housing crisis as well. But tonight's forum was moderated by the Women League of Voters. And, of course, like you mentioned, it's filled with a lot of Sacramento area leaders like District Attorney Ten Ho. We have the West Sacramento Mayor Martha Guerrero and, of course, Congressman Kevin Kiley, who was notably absent from tonight's forum, but he did send a representative in his place. Voters in Sacramento hearing why these candidates should win their vote.
I'm going to be rotating who answers the questions.
Wednesday night, 6 of 7 candidates vying to represent California's 6th Congressional District were on one stage, answering questions about how they would represent you.
I am going to go to Congress and fight. I'm going to do what I've been doing as mayor, as a public servant.
I'm not a career politician. This moment demands something different, though.
As a district attorney of Sacramento County, my office has repeatedly gone after corporations that have polluted our environment.
When I was in the state legislature, we worked hard to actually set climate goals and reduce our carbon footprint.
I have 3 pillars to my campaign. They're very simple. We're going to need to hold Trump accountable, build a better future, and ensure that America is safe for everyone in our communities.
The Constitution is an agreement between the people and the government. And right now, every red line has been crossed.
Some key issues discussed: the high cost of living and immigration.
We need to, first of all, provide tax credits to different organizations to go ahead and make sure that they promote affordable housing, especially around transit.
We've got to incentivize tax credits that allow young people to be able to afford to buy homes or rent. We also need to look at different type of housing, condos, other ways in which people can be able to get housing.
I think we ought to turn around and have a preferential loan program just like we give to our veterans, for our nurses, our teachers, our firefighters, for our first responders in our communities.
I want to make sure that if anybody gets injured, that we video record it. Not only do we have to protect our essential workers to keep them safe, for children, DACA, TPS, we also need stronger immigration reform.
My wife is an immigrant, and if you want to retire someday, we don't have enough kids to pay for Social Security unless you have more people coming into the system.
And that's why it's important that we have a legal path to citizenship. And I'm proud in the legislature, I worked to be sure immigrants could get legal representation whenever they had to deal with the federal government.
And voters still have a lot of time to make up their minds on these candidates. Of course, the primary elections aren't until June 2nd, but voters can start casting in their ballots by mail starting May 4th. And of course, the top 2 voters, or the top 2 candidates, I should say, with the most votes will be passed on to the general election in November. For now, we're live here in Sacramento, and that's via KCRA 3 News.
Andres, thank you.